Good. It's episode 9. It's been a while since you've cut me off mid-sentence with the intro music.
Yeah, fair.
I'm glad because I was literally just texting you for the third time to say, let's go.
I just saw it because my phone, I don't have it on silent mode, so I just saw it light up, and I was about to say something after I finished that sentence.
Tim gets me.
You hit the button.
Yeah. Tim and I are on the same wavelength.
Well, get me talking about video games from the heyday of college, and, you know, it won't end.
It's a dark, dark pit.
No one escapes from. Oh, God.
You all right there?
Knows this licorice tea is way better than I thought it would be.
Right?
Right?
Thank you, Murphy. Because it was in college when we were living in that apartment together, and Murphy got licorice tea, and it was the only thing left that was any kind of food in the house.
I sort of
So I
regret
tried
throwing
it.
out the tea bag container, so I can't go and buy it.
It's Tazo tea.
No, it's not. It's Stash.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's it.
Because I looked it up on Amazon. You can buy 100 or 1,000 packs of it.
Yeah, 1,000?
Yes.
Wow.
I don't think I'm going to get that many. But
Fair.
Thanks.
So should we contact Stash about becoming a sponsor?
Yeah,
I mean,
way ahead of you.
How many times you said that? Yes.
Stash
Not
tea.
Tazo. I think other teas we have are
Fuck
Tazo.
that brand.
Tazo
Wow.
is the
Tazo not a
chives.
sponsor. That's what it is. The chai that I get is Tazo. That's why I'm thinking
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Stash licorice tea.
So we can thank Murphy for that and my irrational hatred of pistachio shells.
Oh my God, fucking Pete and Murphy with the goddamn pistachios.
Alex knows what I'm talking about. They would leave them everywhere, all over the floor. Do you know how bad it hurts to step in bare feet on a pistachio shell?
Compared to a Lego, worse or not as worse?
Equal.
Okay.
Depends on which
Up or
way.
down.
I was gonna say
Up or
depends on
down.
which
So
way the
if it's like
pistachio is
this,
sitting.
like curved on the butt, on the bottom, you step.
But yeah,
Fucking
they would
hurts.
just
and
sit-
then to sweep them up, it's really hard if they're on the flat side.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes. They just like skid.
They would just sit in our futon in our apartment eating pistachios, and they would literally just throw the shells on the floor, and they would say like, yeah, well, because they were gonna pick them up later.
Because they're psychos.
They were gonna pick them up later, and then they didn't. And then when Danny would come visit, she would
would
end
just
up
clean your
cleaning the
apartment.
house.
Every time, I would just clean your
It
apartment.
started in the suite in the suite we had sophomore year. You would clean like the common room and
Yep.
throw all of one of the suite mates' clothes in front of his door that he would leave around the common room for
And then
whatever
instead
reason.
of picking them up and taking them into his room, he would just step over the stuff.
I think it's important now in 2021 that major advancements have been made. If you want to eat pistachios and just throw the shells on the floor, Roombas, perfect.
Right? Or just get
Pretty much made
pistachios
for that,
without
actually.
the shell.
Or just
I
don't
know
throw them
about
on the
that.
floor. Put them in a
Put the garbage
garbage.
can in the middle and aim for the garbage.
Oh my
With all the money you would save buying pistachios in the shell, you could buy the Roomba. So it's kind of like you almost have to.
And the Roomba is like, it goes beyond
Entertaining.
just cleaning up the pistachio shells. Like, it'll clean up so much more than just the
Correct.
shells. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got a point. I agree with that.
It's pistachio shells.
So anyway, we're
Get
playing
that.
this game called Settling the Southlands.
And we're
Yeah.
in the Southlands.
Yeah.
I want to find out a way to put pistachios in it. Where are pistachios from? They're not African, are they?
I don't know.
Uh,
I think they're South American.
Pistachioria.
Oh, God. Yeah, so we left off where Bethen fell off a cliff and died. Danny hasn't gotten a backup character just yet because we had some tacos for dinner.
Iran,
Oh, there are. Okay, interesting.
Afghanistan, Mediterranean, and
Yeah,
California.
That's
I'm going
not
to die
what
if I
you
don't
guys
get
are.
a foot rub. So I kind of feel.
You went to bed. You're fine.
Fair.
The first question that comes up under like related content for pistachios: why are pistachios so addictive? It's the oil content.
It's one of the most unevolutionarily changed nuts.
Ooh.
Interesting. But yeah, Bethen is
Not dead.
what? What is that face for?
Nothing.
It's his Gerty face.
I
Yes.
feel like I missed something there.
He said it's the most unchanged not evolutionary. I can be like, these nuts. It doesn't make
Are
sense.
unchanged by
holding it in.
evolution. Yes.
So I don't want to. I don't want to
God.
make it a tangent because of that. So now you're gonna have to edit that out.
No, I'm not gonna.
Tim, stop what you're doing. and
Stop
edit this
playing
out.
Hearthstone.
Edit out these nut jokes, or don't. Our patrons will love it. Who
It
cares?
happens 2 to 3 times in every Elite 8 Showdown episode.
The nut jokes, or are you yelling at
Me
yourself?
yelling at myself to stop playing Hearthstone and cut that out. Because flagging it, I'll ignore because
Yep.
it's my turn, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Does it work?
yes.
Alright,
Usually.
as long as it works.
Usually.
So what was I gonna say? Bethen is in the med bay. She slept in there to heal a bit after that nasty fall.
Mhm.
So you're what, down 2 wounds?
I am down 2 wounds now. Yes.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad for falling 14 yards.
Yeah. However many feet that is, I don't know. I do normal math.
Times 3. How's that? What?
Yards is our math.
Right?
I know.
It's not meters. That'd be even further.
Dan hates it whenever his dad is like, I don't know why they're doing that in centimeters. This is America.
He tries to get me going and it works every fucking time.
every time. He just goads you.
Because he's so wrong. The imperial system is trash.
You're trash.
Wow.
This is a really great
So
tangent.
everyone that's listening that uses the Imperial system, because we are very aware of our demographics, he's joking. Right?
And most of our
Wait, which
listeners
one's the
use
Imperial?
the metric
We're
system.
Imperial?
We're
Imperial is
Everybody
being
else uses
stupid.
metric.
Most of our listeners use the metric system, yes. The international system of units.
All right.
We're
so
the idiots.
Just ignore the stuff I said before.
We
when
need
I said
our
the-
own,
Yeah.
because we're Americans, we need our own special system of units.
I think there's 2 other countries where it's official.
I mean, I feel like as Americans, we really do need a system that's mathematically easier. And like metric's a good sell for that. I don't know what the deal is because nobody knows how many feet are in a mile.
Right.
but
I do.
everybody knows how many meters are in a
1096?
kilometer.
5,280.
Yep.
Gotta remember
Ah.
tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
Okay, we're like this is audience of teachers, so
Yeah,
like
it's
not
true.
not a core American
That's right.
demographic.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
True.
Yep.
Well, yeah, the whole, well, you just remember tomatoes. It kind of sounds like how many feet are in the mile. And then the person's like, I just remember 1,000 meters or in a kilometer because that just makes sense.
You just add a 0.
Yeah, it's just better.
I get confused. Anyway, so
Oh,
I
so-
fell a handful of meters, 20 lilies or so.
She fell really far.
Yeah.
You got hurt.
Gerty caught her.
You rolled
Yeah.
the best. I rolled the best 4 players crit that we've had on any Warhammer thing so far, I think.
How does it make you feel to know I didn't have to use a fate point there?
I
I feel like
was
normal
waiting
GM would
for
be mad about it.
I was waiting for you
Like,
to get real angry when like you busted your leg off or something because you fell down the cliff. But I think in that case, because it wasn't on me, is because it was your choice and you rolled poorly and fell, that you weren't as mad about it.
Right. And so we were
That's
talking.
gaslighting, isn't it? You just
little
made that
Yep.
your fault?
Yep,
Okay.
it's my
I
fault.
don't.
It's my fault. So we were talking during dinner. What I thought was going to happen is I would roll to see if I could climb, and then I would fail, and then it would be like, oh no, I got like 2 feet up and was like, no, this is too difficult. And then you explained how you had it specifically written that like depending on your degree of failure,
Yeah.
like it was much worse. So I kind of figured it would be like, oh, I failed that, so I was not successful in climbing, so I just didn't climb. I didn't realize that the consequence would be falling to my death. I'm not sure why.
You tried and then failed at climbing.
And
Right.
that I put that like modifier in there because that is a convention that Cubicle 7 uses when writing things in their adventures. I just was kind of continuing that idea.
Yeah.
If you fail badly enough, it represents that you almost succeeded and then
Right. So for anybody at home who's like, you're an idiot, your strength is 22, why would you even try? Especially when it was a difficult test. So I had to roll a 12 or less.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I was just going to see if I could even do it.
Yeah.
So that was why I didn't. Yeah. I thought maybe I will get it and cool. And if I don't, then whatever, I'll just go swim with Heinrik. But
We're
It's,
explorers.
curiosity of a scientist. Like
yeah,
you want to gather data.
that's right.
Mhm.
Gotta get those plants.
It
So-
was all in the role play.
So anyway, I just want listeners and viewers to know, like, that was my like thought process behind it. So now I know. I'm just not going to do anything.
It made for an interesting scene, though. So
Yeah.
Gerty got to be the hero and carry you back.
And not get his feet ripped.
Yeah.
Nope.
You got your toes separated by scissors instead.
Well, I did not like this.
I mean, I got my feet rubbed,
Yeah.
so it all worked out.
It does not have the warmth of a female's touch.
You got to have like a little cool down bath in the pond, and then your feet rubbed later that night. You're living
Yeah,
like a noble.
Yeah, being a noble is great. I don't.
I would really be interested if you're watching or listening to this and you're a fan of Gapapa. How do you feel with Heinrich just being so the opposite of Carl? Because I feel like people in general, like, they love Alex and they love Carl. I would love to know how people feel about Alex playing Heinrich.
Oh, I'm sure we'll hear about it in the Discord. I can't wait.
Oh,
So excited. So yeah, you guys talked to Rudy about the cliff. He said he's going to send out some engineers with some men-at-arms as like a guard to see if they could rig something up for you. They said he should be ready by the next morning, which it now is.
And I'll use that stuff to climb up the cliff. Man, what an idiot.
So you guys can get some breakfast before you head out. I know that's always very important to this group. I would assume that in your packs when you leave, you have some kind of rations, at least for a lunch.
I was
Or in
gonna say, that
Liliana's
feels like
case.
some shade thrown at Liliana because she is going to ask for supplies, and when their back's turned, throw an extra everything that she can reach into her bag.
Yeah.
I was going to say
Yes.
probably 2 lunches for Liliana.
Obviously,
There-
Vicious has to have his own. Her own. I changed the gender of Vicious by the sentence, in case anybody's paying attention.
This wouldn't have any combat advantage, but I would like to bring Otto with me to bring a picnic.
You got a little picnic
Like-
basket?
Yeah, all he needs to
Picnic
do is
basket,
carry
Bobo.
all of the trapping for lunch for us all to enjoy.
All right, he'll do it. I mean, he'll strap a backpack on and there's a bunch of food in there. He's all for it.
All right.
He's the most obedient of your servants, so yeah,
Oh, Otto.
we got a red shirt.
Otis.
Sweet.
Otis, please bring us a bottle of ale for each of us and a fine lunch spread. Nothing that is going to require to stay cool, of course. The jungle will spoil anything too perishable.
Okay, I'll get some food for us. Got it,
Excellent.
boss.
Oh, boy. This is going to be good.
Trying to think of what would Cat and Mort give him. Certainly not that. We'll find out when you guys have some lunch.
Yeah.
But do you head right out, or anything else you want to do on the boat before you?
Could I attempt another heal check on myself to do these last couple wounds?
Morning stretches.
Yeah, I'll let you do that. Yeah, because you haven't treated these wounds yet. You were unconscious.
Correct. All right. So I rolled a 4.
That sounds like you're going to heal those too, because
I-
your intelligence bonus plus your success levels.
Man, that would have
Just-
been like 9.
Yeah,
I needed 2.
that's your max.
Damn it. Wasted that good roll
Yeah, you did.
on myself. Before we go, the specimens that I collected yesterday, I want to leave those in the
Oh,
med bay.
Yes.
And maybe send word to the apothecary that I have some stuff that they can look over. And we can talk about it when we get back tonight.
Sure.
And that frees up some room in my pack so that I can get some different
Are
stuff.
you gonna bring your friend
Luca?
Luca?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can find out. Well, I should ask Heinrich first, if that's okay, right?
That's up to you.
Heinrich, do you mind if Luca accompanies us today? She expressed some interest in helping me collect specimens for my study.
I see no reason why not, especially if Gary and Wally are able to complete all of their duties on the ship and make sure that I have a bath drawn for our return.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Wow.
I'm exceptionally impressed at the fact that you have yet to repeat a name.
Yeah.
That is my goal, to go as long as possible on that.
I love
Viewers
it.
are going to have to call him out on it because we're going to totally forget by the time you do.
Right? We'll have some people that will keep track for sure.
Yes.
Probably have been already.
Especially now that we said it, yeah.
All right. So, Luca will join you.
Hooray.
So we got 6 and a dog now.
Yes.
Cool. All right. So, kind of hand wave getting there, rowing back. Is Gerty gonna row? Row the boat?
We can team it again. Want
Yes.
to swap sides this
Oh,
time? You want to right? I'll do the left
yes.
four?
Yes, I do.
Wait, Otto will do it.
Yeah.
No problem. I'm sure Heinrik would tell Otto. I forgot Otto was the one there. He will absolutely do this. He's a big, strong dude. He will delight in doing this task.
This is great.
All right.
And he's just gonna.
While we're going, I'm gonna lean over to Lily and I'm gonna say, I bet you could hop on his back and he would carry you and he would not even notice.
You know, you're probably right.
I bet you.
He gets you guys to shore, and there's already work being done. You see, there's a probably a good like 20 or 30 square yards of trees that have been more or less cleared. They've all been pushed over. A few of them have been chopped down. There's a couple of stumps, but for the most part, the trees have been pushed over by Thorglash. Other buildings, you see all the pieces there are kind of piled up in certain places, but they're not ready to go up just yet. You need to flatten some of that area out and whatnot, but they are clearing the way. Not too much work is being done just yet this morning. It's still a bit early. It's kind of overcast at this point. The sun is up, but it's darker. It's not a clear blue sky or anything like that at the moment. But again, the haze hasn't formed too much yet. So as you left the boat, you could see a little further inland. You can see, for the most part, the land just kind of slowly slopes upwards as you go further inland. We're going to head back to the waterfall.
Any signs of the engineers?
No, not here.
I bet they're at the waterfall. Let's go chasing that waterfall.
Let's go, cheese. Yep.
I would prefer to stick to the rivers and the lakes that I'm used to.
At this point, you guys, there's a bit of a trail now leading to the waterfall with you guys going there, coming back yesterday, and then all the engineers and them. There would have been probably 8 or 9 people going that way. It's a pretty clear path at this point, so it won't take a full hour to get there, the 2 miles like it did to get back yesterday. And it's still early yet, so I'm not going to have you start taking endurance environmental checks just yet.
Cool.
And it is the next day, so you all have +1 to that endurance check for the environment at this point.
So if I roll a 22, it's really a 23. Is that what we're talking about when you say +1?
Not to the roll, because that would make the roll worse. To your endurance, specifically for the environmental checks.
Oh, cool.
Right.
So if your
Way
endurance is
better.
like a 40, count it as a 41.
Nice.
Cool. I made a note of that in my notes as well.
Awesome. But yeah, so after about 40 minutes following this trail, you get back to the pond and the waterfall, and you see like a rope ladder stretching all the way up the cliff. That has looks, if you inspect it at all, it seems to be kind of nailed in at like every yard.
Now this is what I should have used yesterday.
Yes, why didn't we not have one of these yesterday?
I don't know.
How is Vicious getting up there? Did anybody think about my dog?
Oh, you have a backpack, yes?
No.
Oh.
I mean, I have my food bag, but Vicious ain't fitting in there. Vicious is like half the size of me. I'm not
No,
carrying
Vicious is bigger than you.
Yeah, probably. Especially if Vicious stands up. Yeah.
Otto's like, I carry her.
Otto's the best. Bring Otto everywhere, Heinrich.
Right.
How do I do that though?
With your arms. No.
I gotta climb my arms.
Similar to how Heinrich had to carry me, like over his shoulders. Big bag race.
Well, this is a compliment. Thank you.
Yeah.
But I still need my
don't think
hands.
Vicious is gonna like that very much. All right, do we have any rope?
Here, doggy. And he goes to like pet Vicious to like thinking the problem is that Vicious didn't like him.
Oh, Vicious absolutely loves him.
Oh,
especially with actual pets behind the ears.
Oh yeah, he likes that a lot.
Oh,
He's got
yes.
real big hands, but Vicious is an average sized dog, so.
Vicious loves it.
Yeah, so you can leave Vicious down here or figure out some way to get the dog up this almost sheer cliff. Get something brewing over there, Tim?
No, not
Mind
specifically.
grapes?
What game was it where we kept making fun of a medium-sized horse?
What?
I thought it was the 5th edition game that. Sorry, I'm gonna flag this. The 5th edition game that we played. Didn't Sarah have like a medium horse, and we kept making fun of the fact that it was?
Yeah, because she had a pony because she was a gnome.
All right, so it was small. So it was yeah.
I only let her be a gnome because it was her first time playing a game like that, and I didn't want to be like, no, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Gnome.
But when you say average-sized dog, it keeps reminding me of
A medium-sized horse.
yeah,
I think of medium-sized Ben.
yeah.
I'm thinking that we tie Vicious to his back. Like make a
Yes, that's how I thought he like put
Yeah.
it like sack.
well,
So just Vicious'
isn't
leg
gonna
just
be
sticking out
nice.
behind?
No, like I don't know. I'd figure it out.
Anyway, don't they like already know what's up there? They put ladder all the way up.
Well, I would like to see it for myself.
Oh yes.
This is your job. You could assume, you probably would assume if you didn't ask before you left the boat that they put this ladder up, but didn't go search whatever was up here because that's your job.
Oh, okay.
They weren't even curious, though.
It's a dangerous place.
I'm sure that they wanted to trust the responsibility to skilled professionals such as ourselves.
Hmm.
Okay, I have an idea. If I take my cloak and I make a small harness sack with like some ropes
Sure.
and like put it under Vicious's belly, someone has to go all the way up and then we'll just pull Vicious
Okay.
with the rope.
Okay. I'm not going to do that because, again, strength 22. But I think that's a good plan.
I think Heinrich's going to let us use his manservant again because my dog is combat capable. We shouldn't leave Vicious behind.
As much as I have a manservant, I have no rope to offer to go up a 15-yard cliff.
Me neither. Why don't we have adventuring things? Shouldn't we have like rope and stuff?
I don't know.
Tie him to the bottom of the rope ladder. Just pull the rope ladder up when we're done.
But
It's nailed into the
yeah.
rock.
It's
Yeah.
quite secure.
Okay, yeah.
Does Gerty have rope? Does the merchant have like everything?
Ugh.
That's a great answer.
Tin
Yeah.
box with some steel wool in it or something.
Yes, I have a steel wool and a 9-volt battery if we need to make fire, but no rope.
I have animal traps. Does that count? Does like rope for a trap count?
Not that much. You need at least 50 feet of rope for this.
I feel like there's like an ethical problem with putting your own dog in.
Into an animal trap?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, I'm
I
going to be
agree
really
with that.
grumpy Liliana, and she will be like, fine, if nobody here has rope, I'm going to go get some. And I will literally stomp all the way back to our outpost, get some rope by myself.
Well, there's jungle. There's tree ropes everywhere. It'll be fine.
You could use tree ropes.
I don't trust no tree ropes to my dog, so I'm going to stomp all the way there and all the way back.
What if I have belt?
Alex,
Tie
high or
a belt
low?
around
Mhm.
dog and tie it to the
High.
You guys are in luck. Luca thought to bring some rope.
Oh, thank God. See, this is why I hired her because she's like that level-headed. Yes, Luca.
She's like, oh, this kind of rope you need? And she holds out a bundle of rope she had in her pack because her and Otto have like adventuring packs of
But it's
basic
only
stuff.
45 feet.
Shucks.
Shuckle my butters.
So do you want to make the harness to haul Vicious up?
Yes.
So who's going to go first?
I have to stay
climb
down
thing?
with Vicious, so I have to go last.
The heaviest should go first to make sure that it can support everyone else's weight.
I couldn't agree more. Otto, if you wouldn't mind climbing up this cliffs, please.
You said his real name.
Show us all how it's done.
He did.
Otto nods and he's like, yeah, sir, of course. And he clambers on up. Boom, 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 boom. No problem. Climbing a ladder, I'm not going to make you test for that.
Is that? Oh, thank you. Is that the sound that the ladder makes when we climb it though? Bum, bum, bum,
No,
bum.
that's the sound that Otto makes as he's climbing. Boom, 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 boom,
Oh,
boom,
he
boom.
makes that noise with his mouth.
Yeah, he's like Kronk and he has his own theme music.
Bum, 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 bum,
I
bum,
love
bum,
it.
bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum.
And he gets up to the top and he's like, whoa. And he says something, but you can't quite hear him because he's actually kind of far up there.
Otto, is it safe?
He leans over from the top and he's like, yeah, it seems like it.
As he gets shot in the back of the head with 2 crossbow bolts and then falls over the
And then,
waterfall.
oh no, he slips and falls. Ah.
And then every time he hits, he goes boom, boom, but with his mouth.
Boom, 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 boom. Now he calls down from up top and he says, yeah, there's a big building up here.
All right, let's go.
All right, I'll go next.
Okay. Said, I'm not going to make you test to climb a ladder.
Do you make sounds on the way up too?
Oh, yes, this is obviously how it's done. He's professional.
Heinrich's gonna straighten his coat and climb as dignified as he knows how.
How do you climb a ladder dignifiedly?
Lee.
Like he's gonna try really hard not to wobble, and all of his moves are very deliberate.
Makes sense,
Maybe if you were a noble, you'd know.
It's true.
right?
Certainly not.
You have to ask
How-
who can't afford it.
How many ranks do you have in like lore,
Nobility.
classical, or whatever?
Yes,
he
what
has?
is lore classical? What does that pertain to?
Oh, so classical is actually a language, typically.
Oh.
It's like
not
Latin.
classical ballet movements for climbing.
But lore classical would be like he knows more of like the history of things like the empire and whatnot.
Okay.
But classical is kind of often compared to like people that know Latin.
Yeah.
And, it's kind of a dead language, but some people know it for academic reasons usually. Or like those of high rank use it to show how better they are.
Gotcha.
It's the sort of thing that's indicative to somebody who went to rich kid school.
Yes.
And he took classical, where everybody else took French.
He played
Spanish.
polo.
Bretonian, you mean? Probably not even Bretonian for. But
He's got like trade, like dinner forks, something like that. Got 8 ranks in it. Bethen will go up next.
Okay.
Boom, 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 boom. It worked so well for Otto that she has to try it.
Oh, yeah.
And,
This
She's a
time,
little superstitious.
I'm sure she's-
Before Bethen goes up, she should be like, all right, you tell Otto to pull and make sure that they're all ready to help because I'm just going to jump on with Vicious and you're going to pull me up. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I'm sure Bethan's a bit nervous climbing up
Mm-hmm.
after yesterday,
It's a
but
lot easier this time, though.
it goes just fine. This is very stout work.
This ladder is so dry. It's incredible.
All right, so you get to the top.
Mhm.
Luca will go up next. Almost forgot about her.
Can't forget my girl, Luca.
When everybody's up there, I'm gonna give a wave. I'm gonna give a like reassuring pat or two to Vicious, holding the rope just to keep it steady so that Vicious knows it's gonna happen, and I'll wave.
This is just wagging
Just
their tail.
Vicious has no idea what's going
Yeah.
on.
Just kind of like, why am I in this thing? This is great. What's happening? And
Yep. And then I'm just gonna hoist myself with it, and suddenly I'll get a little bit heavier.
Otto was not gentle with this. But did you tell other people to grab
Yes.
the rope?
Yeah, I would have said, all right, everybody, let's help up Vicious.
Okay.
This will actually
Luca
work
will
out well
grab.
because I'm gonna try.
I'll warn them.
Keep
And
us.
Liliana.
Oh, I would not have helped if you had not said that. Otto's very capable of pull dog. But yeah, I'll help.
You help? Luca will help.
And this works out well because then I can keep us from smacking our heads against the rock wall.
I will help everyone coordinate their efforts.
Appreciate the thought there, Heinrich.
I love
Does Bethen grab hold of the rope too, or no?
Bethen will help you.
Okay. I'm not gonna have to do a strength test for that with everybody pulling. That won't be a problem. Otto can do a lot of it, but everybody can kind of like step back while holding the rope to help pull him up the rest bit of the way.
Yeah.
And then Liliana and Vicious come up over the edge, and you're all on top. If you
Thanks, guys.
want, you can. I direct you to the map labeled A. Once I make it active on Foundry. I remember how to do this. Activate.
Form of a water bucket.
And my map. No, that should be good. Did I mess up the global lighting again? Can you see?
We're on icon E,
Oh, I'm
it
spinning.
looks like.
Yes, I can see.
F.
F.
Yeah, that was at the bottom of the cliff, so you guys are up at the top. Can you guys move your own pawns?
Yeah, I'm also spinning myself masterfully yet again. Fucking spinning.
All right, so we should be able to see this area. The inside of the building should be blacked out, but we see there's a rather actually good sized stone structure that has one big room in the middle. And it looks like it has a couple like arms sticking out other size, smaller sized rooms. And one of those arms crosses over the river that is feeding this waterfall, the word, that's roughly 5 yards across.
Okay, so there's like door to this bridge house.
Bridge house. Yeah, if you once you get closer, we can be up. There we go.
Where's
Ahead.
the waterfall? Is that the white part's the waterfall?
Yep. We'll move some closer so we can see where you're standing.
Straw. What is that on my person?
So this looks like a three-storied structure in the center. The like arms of it are 1 story each. They're a couple of yards across, and they're about 5 yards long each. And in the center, the center room of it, that's labeled. You'll see it's labeled A on the map. You shouldn't be able to see that yet. Is much bigger than it's about the size of 2 of those together. So it's about 5 yards square. And there is a doorway in the middle of that center structure that looks like it used to have a door in it that has been kind of lost to ravages of time.
I'll approach the door.
You know what?
I'll approach the door.
Oh, okay.
Can I make actually, we were just talking about, but can I make a class check to see if this reminds me in any way of like ancient architecture or if this looks more contemporary?
Sure. Yeah.
I rolled a 2, so
Okay. So just looking at it,
3
it looks
success levels.
pretty old. It's this dark gray stone, and lots of vines growing on it. Like I said, the doorway here, the door looks like it had a wooden door at some point that has rotted and broken apart, but doesn't look familiar. Like the architecture of it doesn't look familiar to anything that you've seen before. A very different style.
I have questions.
Well-
No, sorry, go ahead.
This certainly isn't anything familiar to the Empire, and clearly is not occupied by its original inhabitants.
Question.
Mhm.
Kelty was part of our group. Could we have asked her to come to this, or does she have other jobs?
She has other. Her main job is like hunting and gathering, setting traps for food.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
So I knock on this girl's door.
There's no door.
I
There's a
knock on
doorway.
knock on the doorway. Are you decent?
You don't hear anything. It's very dark inside. This central room doesn't seem to have any windows. Just you can see the doorways leading to those like arms.
Okay, it seems fine. We're safe. I look inside. I have night vision.
Across the room, you see like a glint of something on the wall. Might be gold.
I'll check it out.
Okay. Make a difficult agility or athletics test for me.
Difficult, huh? All right.
Whoa.
Of course, the dwarf is the first one to go in.
I fall off waterfall and die. Hey, I rolled a 10. You said it was still might not be out the trouble, but
So agility or athletics.
okay.
Choose here.
1 success level.
Wow. Okay. Lucky for you, you cross this doorway and a spear comes jutting up out of the ground. And it just misses you.
Spear there. It's mine. I found it.
As you step out of the way, it goes back down into the ground and you hear a click.
The spear come out of ground when you come across door.
Oh, it must be a trap.
Yes.
Many traps.
I put rock in it or something, probably it'd be okay.
Yes, Otto, could you please find us a large rock? I'm sure a strong fellow such as yourself could carry it.
Okay. Does anybody have the set trap skill? I think
I do.
Liliana does.
So while
Hell
Otto's doing
yeah.
that, I'm actually gonna figure that out because I do have set trap.
So you can use that to disable traps as well.
Yes, please.
So if you want to take a look at this, ooh, I lost my tab. Nope, that's not the one I want. There we go. You can make a challenging set trap test to disable this spear trap.
Okay, so hold on. 7 plus 6 is 13.
Mhm.
7 and 6. Well, I broke even. I rolled a 56 and I have a 53 to set trap.
So it'd be 0 negative success levels because you rolled over.
Technically, yes, by 3.
Yeah, so almost. So you figure out how this trap goes off, so you can be like, don't step on that stone tile there, but you can't. You're not able to actually disable it.
Okay.
Gerty, you also, as you're in this room, you see there is a ladder on the far wall as well, going up to the next level.
Okay, so there's ladder over here, which we've been doing pretty good with so far. So we can go up to the next floor. I think, too, if Lily, if you don't think you can disable this, maybe we can set it off and Otto can grab spear and then we can take it out.
I mean,
Well, I had asked him to find a big rock so that we could just put it on top of the spear hole.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so while Liliana's trying to figure this out, you figure out exactly where the mechanism is and where the spear comes out. Otto comes back with a big rock.
What a guy.
put it right there, Otto.
He drops it.
Now I'm
Thank
going to
you.
step on that spot on purpose.
That was heavy.
Thanks,
you step on it and
Omar.
you hear like a chink, and it. You
Crushes.
figure probably broke the mechanism from that weight of that rock.
Sweet deal.
All right, now Otto has to carry this rock with us throughout this so that we can
No,
to disable
no.
traps.
No, he's done so much for us. Omar, please take a break and keep watch out front and holler if you see anything coming.
Okay, yep. I can do that.
It's really funny.
What was the glinting thing I saw on the wall?
You want to head over there and check it out?
Yes, please.
So it's pretty dark in here, but you do have you have some kind of dark bit.
I have
vision.
night vision, yes.
So if you go look at this, you see a mural painted on the wall. You see these almost godlike creatures. You see sort of humanish things with bulging muscles. You see huge tusked monsters. long-necked terrors, razor-toothed water dwellers, and scampering all among them are tiny creatures that almost remind you of halflings. All with a jungle look behind them.
Heinrik, there's like painting on wall. It seems like, something you could appreciate.
Is it like a framed painting or is it literally painted on the wall?
No, it's painted on the wall.
Okay.
It's a bit dirty and there's some vines growing over it, but
jungle ropes, yes.
yeah, jungle ropes.
The ladder on the far end of the room, does that appear to be like a size for like
Trustworthy?
humans to use, or is it like bigger than what a human would
It
need?
seems pretty standard
Okay.
for an average sized creature. It just goes up through a hole in the ceiling. And then you can also see there are 4 other doorways in each corner of this central room.
I'm going to take a peek at this one. And I am looking for traps as I go.
Which one?
This one on the left.
Southwest.
Yeah.
I'm always bad at that. In this room, you see lots of spider webs.
Barf. Goodbye.
My description says this room is dark and full of spider webs.
And the night is dark and full of spider webs.
That was my first thought too.
Yeah, that's what.
It's gross.
Yeah, this map was fun to make.
Are there like rocks or anything on the floor? Like random debris?
In that room?
No, in the big room.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Can I pick up like a grapefruit sized rock-ish, and I want to throw it into the room with all the spider webs.
Okay. You throw it in there and you hear,
All right.
and we're going to jump into initiative
All right.
as you disturb a nest of giant spiders. Ba, 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 ba. So, this is when I got to start looking in a book and stuff. Let's see. Initiatives. Heinrik is the fastest unless he wants to change. I'm just going to go with based Heinrik. Would you have entered the building at this point, or do you think you still would have been outside?
No, I would have entered the building after the trap had been safely disabled, and I was definitely interested in that mural. I'm definitely thinking about stealing it to sell to a university.
Love it.
All right, so you can move yourself into the room where you think you would have been when this started.
Which is the mural on the east or west
It's on
side?
the north wall.
Oh, with the ladder?
Yes.
Yeah, so Heinrich probably would have been taking a peek at that.
Awesome. All right, so Heinrich is going to go first here. So you can see there are a number of spiders that are smaller than Vicious, and there's one that's the size of Vicious.
Okay.
It's an average spider.
Yes.
Wheel. Even though it's not my strong suit, can I move in here and try and shoot my fine bow
Ooh.
at one of these spiders?
Sure. You can move. Also, you can draw the bow as you're moving, or you could, if you think he would have had the bow out already, and you can.
He wouldn't
shoot.
have had the bow out already, if I'm being honest.
Okay, yeah, I would say you could pull that out as you're moving across the room, and then as your action, you can shoot it. Which spider are you going to be going for?
I'm going to shoot the one that is on the southern wall closest to us.
Okay, that makes sense.
Ooh, and I've rolled a 5.
Hooray.
Oh, that's going to be real good.
Well done.
My meager ballistic skill was put to good use here. So that's 3 levels of success. And I don't have the bow damage handy.
A bow is plus strength bonus +3.
Okay. So 3 success levels, 3 strength bonus, and 4 is 10. Or no, you said 3 plus strength bonus, so 9.
Wow, that's still almost Almost taking it right out.
Right on.
It is. You didn't quite kill it, but this arrow does sink in. I know arrows have some extra qualities as well.
They have the impale quality,
Yeah, that's it.
which that just makes it easier for you to get critical.
Oh, okay. So we'll call that Spider 1, and you sink an arrow into it, and it's like... And that will bring us to Bethen, I believe.
Yeah. All right. I will also draw my bow. I don't have a fine bow though. I have just a bow. A bow. You
Boring.
can call it an average bow.
Right.
And I would like to shoot at the same one that Heinrich just shot.
Okay. Sink another arrow into it.
We like
It's
we
a
can
good thing
also.
I'm so small since I'm in the doorway.
Yes.
Yes.
You can all
I
aim
can
over
shoot
my
right
head.
over you.
I'm okay with that.
Well, both of us are over 6 feet tall, so
Yeah.
like that all checks out.
Exactly.
And I miss.
Shucks. Do you want to fortune point it?
No,
But they don't want
beseech
to.
those gods of darkness?
absolutely not.
They're probably not even here. They probably want the answer. They're in the Empire.
Right? They don't exist here.
Right.
All right. So that'll bring us to Liliana and Vicious. I almost said Pine Swoop because I have written down Liliana Lily Pine Swoop on my initiative thing.
Okay. So Vicious. Can Vicious go first?
Yes. You'll be able to choose the order that you guys act in on your turn.
Cool. Then actually I will go first, and I'll go for that one, the same one that they're all shooting at, and use my sling.
You'll sling it.
Yeah. 8. Oh, that was a lot of rolling. Hold on, I upped that score, so I didn't remember here. So I missed,
Shucks.
right? Because I just roll it and then I compare it.
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely missed.
Do you want to use a fortune point?
No, because Vicious is going to go bite it.
Do you want to beseech the dark gods? Take a corruption point and re-roll it?
Hey,
my
can
favorite
I
thing.
resist that? Because I resist chaos, but I don't think that's how that works.
That would be funny though.
I forget exactly how that's worded.
First
Let's
one's free.
that.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
I don't think that's how that works.
All right, so Vicious is going to charge in there.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so
Let's
it'll
go.
be a charge. So Vicious will gain advantage for that. She'll
does
run
advantage
right
do
past you.
So she gets like essentially you add 10 to
whatever.
Yeah.
You want to keep track with the die somewhere to say that Vicious has 1 advantage. And the spider will try to defend. It is bestial, so it only can dodge. It's good agility, though.
So that's 2 levels of success.
Right. Yeah.
I also had 2 success levels. So what is Vicious's weapon skill or melee base? What is the skill we're testing on value?
What is that? Teeth plus 5? Or weapon
weapon
skills?
skill.
35.
And then you had advantage, so it counts as 10 higher.
Yep.
45, yeah.
So 45. So you win that tie. So you have 0 success levels net, but it's just, what'd you say, plus 5?
Weapon, teeth plus 5.
So that means it would be 5 damage plus success level. So it'll be 5 damage, which is actually not quite enough to take it out.
Good job, Vicious.
These things are a little tough. It is about half the size of Vicious, but it's not quite enough to finish it off. She wasn't as her bite wasn't as sure as that time against the rat ogre.
That's not the normal spiders.
And that brings us to Gerty, because these spiders are slow on the get up. You startle them when you threw that rock in there and hit their web.
So how would one equate movement to like squares on the map?
So each square is 2 yards, which when I was describing things, they were much bigger than I was saying. 2 yards of movement. So typically your movement is how many squares you can move in your move.
And does charging get you more movement? Or just advantage on your attack roll?
I believe it's just advantage. You have to move.
I thought that it let you move further.
I know in different games it does. I did not know if it does
Yeah,
here.
typically. Let's look that up really quick because I feel like we've done this wrong before.
Probably.
And I move my walk or I move my movement in squares.
I think it's your movement in squares.
Okay.
Yeah, it's your movement in squares unless you're charging, and then you get to use run range.
All right, so if you're not engaged in combat already, you can use your move to charge. If your charge or action must be a melee test to attack an opponent. If your opponent is at least your move characteristics in yards away before you charge, but within your run range, you will also gain +1 advantage as you barrel into your opponent. So it sounds like you can move up to your run range, which is 12 yards for Gerty.
Yes.
So that'd be 6 squares.
Great.
Because I remember the Red Barn fight, we did that very wrong with Carl.
So, and I can move through friendly squares.
Yeah,
Fine.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, so we'll go here.
Okay, oppa.
All right, calm down.
And yeah, let's make a melee basic check. I'll hit them with a hand weapon.
Because I have to.
And don't forget you have 1 advantage as well for charging.
Yes. So that would be let's say 5 degrees of success.
Wow, I got 4 negative success.
Oh, this is good.
This might be a one-shot again,
So
like
you're
that
gonna
plague
explode
monk.
This spider.
Gerty's a machine with
Yeah,
that
he is.
spatula.
Yeah.
So that is a difference of 9
Yeah.
plus strength is 4 plus weapon is 4, so 17 damage. 9 for 4.
Wow. Yeah. That's dead. For sure.
Oh.
Great, and that's another advantage.
Yeah,
Dang, Gerty.
you killed that spider.
I don't like spiders.
Oh, why didn't it change color? I wanna make the token red so it looks very dead.
Oh, red means dead.
Your token is red.
I'm assuming the green one is the bigger one.
Yes.
It's the big baby.
Did it go red?
Yep.
Sweet.
Mhm.
All right, so that one is dead. And that brings us to the spider's turn. So that's 1 fewer to worry about. The one that Vicious bit is going to try to bite Vicious.
How dare it?
Rude.
So it's going to snap at you. I believe Vicious... Does Vicious have the bestial trait?
It has trained, which allows it to ignore its bestial trait. Trained broken. The animal is trained to ignore its bestial trait.
Okay, so Vicious can choose to either dodge or try to block, use melee basic to kind of block it. That is up to you, depending on whichever one is higher, probably.
What's his dodge?
Dodge probably agility, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So which one do you want to test on? His agility score or...
I mean, that's a better score.
Yeah, so...
Go with the weapon basic.
Yep.
Yeah, and you still have +10 from the advantage. Actually, you would have +20. You'd have 2 advantage now.
Because I hit him, I got another one.
Yeah.
So 3 levels of success.
All right. I also had 3 success levels. So again,
Stop.
what was the total you were testing against?
Is weapon skills 45.
And then 2 advantage.
Plus the
Oh wow. Okay,
advantage.
so you definitely win that. Because I had my weapon skill was nowhere near that high. So you successfully kind of knock it away with a paw or something like that.
And get another advantage.
Yeah.
Really? That's what
The
happened?
Vicious is racking up that advantage.
Yeah.
Vicious and Gerty are
is a
truly
good dog.
the combat MVPs in this party.
Yes,
All
you should
right.
rub our feet.
Average size spider
Rub our feet and rub Vicious in
is
the ear.
going to clamber right on top of the body of the dead small spider and
Savages.
bite at Gerty.
I disapprove.
Chomp.
I'll block it with my shield. Yes, I'll do this. 3, 4, 5 with the advantage.
Wow. Okay. I don't think I'm going to be able to use my venom I gave this spider because I had 5 negative success levels.
Oh gosh. Okay, great.
Okay with that.
More advantage for Gerty.
So you block no problem. I'm going to have this other spider move up and try to bite Vicious. Probably not going to be able to with all that advantage Vicious has.
Well, he gets gang up though, right?
Oh, I do gain +20 for outnumbering. That's true.
Even though they're smaller? I thought if they were smaller.
Oh, size difference is obnoxious. So they actually get plus 10 to hit against vicious because they are smaller.
I didn't know that one. That was good.
Yeah.
3 levels of success.
Did we do it again? I have 1. No, I have 2. No, for gang up, I have 4 success levels. Right, let me do. Okay, so yeah, because I would have an effective plus 30. Because it's not, I'm too close to charge. So that would give me I have 4 success levels to bite vicious.
Poop.
So it's only plus 1, which isn't too bad. Let's see.
But Vicious loses all their advantage.
Yeah,
right?
that's the worst part of that.
Yeah.
You can use one of Liliana's fortune points to reroll that if you wish.
I haven't used any yet.
Do you have a lot? How many do you have?
Didn't we get them all back?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't believe you used any since you got them back.
So I have all.
We all have different amounts of.
I only have 3.
Oh, gotcha.
3's good.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's up to you. It won't be a lot of damage, but yeah, she'll lose all her advantage. He or she, whatever it is now.
They. I should start saying they at
Right.
this point. I don't know if I'll even roll better. I rolled a 45. I'll just leave it.
Okay. So this spider does. Let's see. I had 1. It's going to do 5 damage to vicious, which you'll subtract toughness bonus. I don't believe vicious has any armor.
So toughness bonus is 3, so 5 minus 3 is 2.
Yep, just 2 damage. And then the last spider is going to scramble on up and try to bite at Gerty. This one is going to get the outnumber bonus against you, and it is smaller than you, so it'll get another plus 10.
Okay.
So I'm going to have effective plus 30 again.
Hey, me too. Oh, there we go. That's a 7. So you can eat it. That'll be.
I have 3 success levels.
I have 10.
What?
I rolled a 7. I have 3 advantage and a 70 melee
You
base.
already have 3 advantage?
Well, yeah.
Holy crap. Now you have 4.
Oh,
'cause you
wait.
won
No,
that.
wait. Sorry. Because I am blocking is minus 20. So 8.
And then plus 1 for the shield because it was a successful test.
Oh, yeah.
So back
9.
to
Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting to add that one.
All right. Well, now you have a 4 advantage because you blocked that.
Oh, great.
Wow. Okay. That
Wow.
Way
was
to go, Gerty.
highly ineffective. We are back to Heinrich. Top of round, dose.
Heinrich is going to move in.
Ooh, on the offensive.
Yeah, Heinrich's feeling good. And he's going to pull out his foil and attack the spider closest to Gerty.
Oh, that's great. That's like 3 gang up, right? Because there's 3 of us around that one.
Or does it like
No, because
neutralize the
Vicious
gang
isn't
up?
fighting against that one. I would say that you just kind of even out at this point.
And with my
Well, no, yeah, I guess.
one advantage, I
you,
crit and hit with a 66.
oh, okay.
Nice.
So the crit happens immediately, and then we'll figure out the rest. So we'll keep. Remember, you got a 66. I will give you the plus 20 for outnumbering because you and Gerty are fighting that same spider. Okay, so roll me another D100 for. Oh, geez, how do you do hit locations on a spider? Probably
Just
it's
say all
leg.
body.
That's body.
Body. Well,
Well, there's the head, then there's the thorax, abdomen, I would call it, and then like legs.
Yeah, so there are a lot of legs there to hit.
Just make left
I
arm
would
and
just
right
say-
arm more legs.
I was just going to say, like, front 2 legs on each side is arms for hit location, and back 2 legs are legs for human hit dice location.
Yeah.
let's see. Spiders. I got a hit location here.
Oh,
So roll me a D100.
that's a 61.
That's legs. It's either head, legs,
Big
or body.
Big surprise.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna matter too much here. But let's see. So roll me another D100.
13.
Oh, that's not too bad. Actually, I gotta remember it's actually minus 20 because it is healthy. So let's count that as a 0 to 10. So it's a stubbed toe. In the scuffle, it stubbed its toe. It has to pass a routine endurance check, which I don't believe it does. It's going to suffer negative 10 on agility test until the end of the next turn.
Wow.
Lord.
So trying to dodge, that would be one more negative success level. I think I had 3 as it was, so it's actually negative 4 success levels.
16.
And I have a +1 success level when I attack with a foil because foils are cool and they have bonuses.
I mean, that might be enough to one shot again, depending. So at negative 4, you had how many positive? Don't forget, you
I had 1.
You had 1.
Yeah, I counted my advantage. So I had 1 success level when you count that foils get +1 success level when they hit in combat.
Okay, and I said you get plus 20 for outnumbering, so it'll be 3 success levels. So it sounds like 7 net.
Yeah, I mean, it's a +6 damage total, taking everything into account. And then 3 strength bonus. So 9 plus the success level margin. I think I killed it.
We need to calm down. Otherwise, he's going to make many more spiders and they're going to be very big and angrier.
Yeah, this is too easy so far. Just kidding. This isn't meant to be a terribly difficult combat, but that is another 1-hit kill on that spider. Very nice, Heinrik. That brings us to Bethen.
Woohoo! I am going to.
Woohoo!
Can I aim? I don't have it.
You can, yes. Yep.
Okay, and so that's +10 or +20 to my.
It's one of those. I think it gains you advantage.
Okay, cool. And I am going to shoot at the same one that I attempted to shoot at before. It's the bottommost one.
Right.
So
okay. I'm going to make that a little more difficult. I'm going to make that a difficult shot.
Why?
Because Heinrich's in the way now, and he's much bigger than the other two. So it'll just be minus 10.
So are you going to say I'm minus 10 to any of the spiders that I shoot at, or just those in that area of the room?
Those 2.
So then can I shoot at the bigger one?
Yeah, that one you've got a clearer shot because you can shoot between Gerty and Heinrik and over Liliana. That would be okay. I would not make that a difficult shot.
All right.
That'd just be challenging.
Yeah. And for people listening, the bigger one is more like towards the west of the room, whereas the other 2 are more in the south of the room. So I'm going to shoot more towards the west. And I'm going to get a 9.
Ooh.
So with you said it was +20. Or I got 1 advantage.
Yeah.
So I was testing on a 40. So I got 3 success levels.
Nice. Plus your strength bonus plus 3.
5, 8.
8 damage to that big old spider.
To the big end. Pew, pew.
Cool. I think it's taking too much damage away from... No, I was looking at the wrong stat there. So it's going to soak a little bit of that. What did you say, 8?
Yep.
Okay. So you sink an arrow down into it.
Yeah.
It's not happy. It hisses at you.
I'm kind of hoping to be able to collect some of the specimens and maybe get some venom to create anti-venom.
Yeah, so you boil these like crab legs. They firm up. Very good.
That sounds interesting.
All right,
I was
Liliana.
thinking you could just put the venom like on your arrows and then kill some stuff with it
Ooh.
instead of trap with the venom.
It's funky.
So you just saw Vicious get bit by one of those little spiders.
Vicious is going to go first because Vicious is mad.
Yeah.
So the one at the south.
That one has an arrow in it.
That one?
To the south. Yeah, the southernmost one.
Who shot that?
Because that one didn't move. That was the first one that got shot by
Oh,
Henry.
yes.
Oh, right.
That one.
With his fine bow.
So Vicious is going to go for that one. Vicious is picking a fight. They're mad at each other. So 1 success level because she lost all of them.
Oh, I forgot I need the dodge here. And that is not the one. No, the crit didn't matter. That one got dead. Wow, I'm rolling so well for these spiders. I got 3 success levels.
What?
To dodge.
All right. So that missed? Is that how that works?
Yes.
Would you have 2?
1.
Oh, yeah. Then, yeah. Because I had more success levels, I just dodge out of the way.
Gotcha. And then Liliana.
Chittering at you.
I'm assuming that Liliana's going to have the same problem with aiming because of Heinrich's large self.
Yeah, I would make it a difficult shot, so you'd be at -10.
With your ballistic skill, that might not be bad, but my ballistic skill is only a 30.
Yeah.
So
If I use my range sling, I'm already rolling at a 50. So
And I would let you aim to gain an advantage. Like instead of moving, you can aim.
so it kind of counterbalance. Yeah.
yeah.
So
Then I will aim at the same one that Vicious is going for.
okay, try to finish it off.
Yeah. Did I just roll a 90?
Yes.
Yes, I did.
Whoops.
Yep. So that's
Oh.
-3.
Okay, so that just goes wide a bit, slings past Heinrich's ear.
He like flicks it away like a mosquito.
And Gerty.
Okay, so
It's Gerty time.
So you just have the average size spider adjacent to you.
yeah, with me up against the wall. I like this.
You're in the corner, yeah.
And he has a arrow in him, yeah?
This one.
Yeah, that's the one I hit.
Yes, Bethen shot it with an arrow.
Okay, so I'm kind of going to plant myself because I'm in this corner as like stability.
Okay.
As I attack this larger spider here in front of me. I have a lot of advantage. I got a lot of
Roll
stuff
poorly
going
against
on.
Gerty. Roll 71.
That's 7.
Against all of Jess's stuff, I rolled like single digits.
Ouch.
7 degrees of success, or 7 success levels.
You might have killed this one too, because I have I have to try to dodge because it is bestial. I made it bigger, so its agility is lower. So that is 5 negative success levels.
Okay, great. So that is
Jeez.
4, 4, 8, 7, and what? How many negatives?
What? I had 5 negative success levels.
20 damage.
20?
I don't know.
You just said a bunch of numbers.
Yeah, my strength is 4. It does +4 damage. I had
8.
7 success levels. I had -5. So
Yeah, 20. Holy
yes.
crap. I mean, it was soaking a healthy like 5 of that because I gave it armor 1 and it's got decent toughness. But you still do 15 damage
Yeah, so now I have
of
5
the 10 it has left. So that is now a dead
Crunch.
average size spider.
I'm envisioning a crunch into the spider carapace and then a lot of oozing.
Yeah, a lot of oozing. That one was supposed to be a bit of a pain because it was it had a venom in its bite, but it didn't get to do it.
I'm then gonna move up to kind of get into a somewhat flanking position with the one of the spiders that is next to Vicious and
So across,
Heinrik.
across
yes.
from Vicious.
Yes.
Awesome. All right. That brings it to the spider's turn. They are panicking as much as a spider can, but there's nowhere to run. Well, the one... Yeah, either way, you guys will both get free attacks on it. The spider wouldn't know that, but there's nowhere for it to run. It's in this room. So the one to the south is going to bite at Vicious again, since Vicious keeps biting at it. I forgot to keep track of any advantage for these spiders, so we're just going to say that I forget. I can't remember if that one bit successfully. I don't think it did.
No, I Vicious blocked the last one.
That's right. So it has 1 negative success level against Vicious.
And Vicious also rolled a -1 success level.
So Vicious is what's the stat you're rolling on?
45.
All right, so you successfully block because mine is lower than that. The one in the middle is now going to try to bite at Heinrik. Nope. Yeah, actually, Heinrik's right there. Let's try to bite at Heinrik. I think this one does have advantage from biting Vicious before.
Well, I'm going to parry with my main gouge, and I have 7 success levels.
Oh, wow. I have 5 negative success levels.
Okay.
Parry doesn't give you any kind of attack back, does it?
No, it's just a different thing for me to sink skill points into, and it's only useful for this offhand main gouge, which is better at blocking.
Oh, okay. Cool. All
What
right.
is a main gosh?
I think it's also known as a sword
It's like a little
breaker.
Yeah, it's a little stubby guy.
Oh, okay.
I think it has like another piece on it to catch another sword, and then you can twist it to break your opponent's sword.
Oh, cool.
I think it's often also known as a sword breaker, or that might just be a different weapon entirely.
And a foil's like a fencing rapier, right?
It's like a fancier rapier. Yeah.
Okay.
I think the main gouge is
I'm-
the shorter one that's usually paired with it when you see them.
Mhm.
So the main
I'm
gouge
sorry.
it's not quite a knife, but it's also not a dagger.
Gotcha.
I didn't take into account my minus 20 for being offhanded, so but I also forgot to take into account my defensive stat, so it's only 5 success levels.
Okay. I mean, I still had
Or
like
6.
-4. I forgot to count
Yeah.
in my +10 for hitting you because you're bigger than me. Still, I did not hit you. And it is Heinrik's turn.
Well, Heinrich is going to, after parrying with one hand, he counter it, can stab with the foil.
All right. We're going to try to dodge. Oh,
That
so well for these
is-
dodges. I rolled a 7.
Well, I rolled a 54, which is
With advantage,
3
probably
success.
enough.
4
Okay.
success levels.
Oh, I had 3
Uh,
success levels, so sounds like you got him.
Okay, so 1 differential, and I did bad math. 3 strength. We had the 1 differential, and it's +3, so 7 total damage.
All righty.
Right on.
7, and I soak that much, so I take that much. I'm down to that much. That one's not dead. Brings us to, unless you want to move, that'll take us to Bethen.
No, that would trigger an attack of opportunity, or what's the correct term I should be using here? They would
Free
be able
attack.
to
Free
attack
attack,
me.
yeah.
Free attack me.
I'm going to try to aim and hit one of the spiders.
Okay.
that
So
they
you
can,
gain an
like-
advantage, but -10.
Right. And I
What-
have an advantage already.
Sweet.
So,
So which one are you aiming for? One right between Gerty and Vicious, or the one a little bit to the south of them?
I think the one that's furthest south.
that one already has an arrow in it and almost
Yes.
dead. So
Yep. So I will aim at that one.
cool.
Let's see what happens. Yee!
Pretty sure
Okay.
if you hit it, it's dead.
So those cancel each other out. So 2 success levels.
All right. Was strength bonus and +3 is a total +6, right?
4 + 3, 7.
All right. So that is enough. You finish that spider off as I throw my pencil on accident. Pew. Oh, I crossed out the wrong one. That one's still alive. All right. You got one left, and it is Liliana's turn.
Slingshot. Whoopee.
So same thing as before. It is a difficult shot, but if you wanted to aim and gain another advantage,
Well, that's really not going to matter because she rolled a 90, and that's going to whiff.
yeah, pretty hard.
So that's gonna whiff a lot. Trying to aim through all these people. I'm not used to having multiple other beings on my side.
Yeah, and Heinrich's moving all over the place, swinging these swords around.
And
Yeah.
they're also
Well, and it's not
big,
like
too.
and it's not like a bow where you can aim. It's a sling
It's
where,
a sling,
it's
yeah.
And it's through a
awkward.
doorway, and it's at a spider, which is super small. So she's just like, you're all in my way.
Liliana
That's-
is very skilled with that sling, though.
That's like
Yeah.
twice as many legs as rats.
Vicious. is
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Vicious.
Now bite that one.
I'm going to dodge it.
No, you're not.
I did a little bit.
1 success level.
I also got 1 success level every time. But you win those ties because I know
Yeah.
your weapon skill's higher. So it'll just be, plus, what is it, +5 for
Weapon.
Vicious weapon?
Yeah, her teeth is +5.
Alrighty, so my spider soaks a little bit of that, and it's not quite dead. So now
dead
brings
yet.
us to Gerty, who can probably finish it off.
Yes, Gerty will roll a 95 when he attacks. No, he didn't. He got very good.
I got 1 negative success level.
Okay, I don't really want to count all these numbers anymore. I have
did you
5
do at
advantage
least
and a bunch
6?
of other stuff. Yes.
Okay, that is
Yes.
dead.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, it had 3 wounds left, so it is dead.
As long as
so
you're higher than 3, you're good.
Yes.
wasn't too much danger. You guys were in there realistically, but not everywhere we're finding things aren't always safe. So maybe we'll find out what else is in this weird building when we come back next time. Join us for episode 10.